Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks Seminerlerine hoş geldiniz. Bugün Sosyal Bilimler bölümleriyle birçok ödüle sahip olan University of Essex'ten Paulina'nın sunumunu dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı sağ alt köşede Questions bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes, Paulina, the stage is yours now.
Brilliant. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to the webinar Introduction to Social Sciences. My name is Paulina Lewandowska and I'm a Student Recruitment Officer at the University of Essex. It's really lovely to meet you, and please, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat for me and we'll answer them. I'll try to answer them at the end of the session. So just to give you a little overview of the session, what we are going to look at today is, first of all, we will define what social sciences are. We will then go more into detail about why they're important and why you should study social sciences. And I will then briefly cover social sciences at University of Essex in general and just studying at Essex. So let's start with what are social sciences. So social sciences, in its broadest sense, the study of society and the manner in which people behave and influence the world around us. So social sciences tell us about the world beyond our immediate experience and can really help us explain how our own society works, from the causes of unemployment, for example, or what helps economic growth, to how and why people vote, or what makes people happy. So really everything that's related to your life in a more broader sense. Social sciences provide us with vital information for governments, policymakers, local authorities, and non-governmental organizations as well, to really understand the society and the human interaction. Some examples of social sciences include politics, economics, geography, anthropology, history, law, linguistics, sociology, and psychology as well. So why are they important? Why are social sciences important? They provide ideas for change and progression and help us develop cultural understanding, help us imagine our alternative futures. Social science helped people understand, for example, the consequences and application of the new technologies. So, for example, steam power, we still learning how to understand what changes, what developments steam power has brought and how it really impacted our society across different countries, across different regions. The growth of railways and factories not only transformed the economy and the world of work, but it also changed forever the way people organized their family lives and leisure, and how they go about their own arrangements. And this knowledge of social sciences can really help us shape the technological developments and our collective future. It also supports technological development. Social scientists working in different teams have made the mark in the area of human welfare and development. They are looking at economic advancement of humanity at large. They work with government institutions, UN, United Nations organizations, social services, funding agencies, with the media, and many, many more. And they are influencing the work of teachers, strategists, planners, and program officers, and really develop, help the countries develop and grow their economies, and influence the development of different societies. They shape and support our lives. Social scientists contribute to our health and well-being. So from sports sociologists to public health expert, from those interpreting medical statistics to those evaluating policies for our care in old age, they really have impact every aspect of our life, really making sure that we lead healthy and happy lives, and social care services and health services work to their best effect. They are also very important because they develop critical thinking, and social sciences and studying social sciences can really broaden your horizons. The debates about feminism, peace, ecology, social movements, and many, many more offer each of us that new perspective and a new way of understanding the world around us. And social sciences help us develop and improve a variety of different transferable skills, including communication and collaboration, research, analysis, independence, and problem solving as well. So there is really many different benefits to social sciences, and they are playing a very crucial role in understanding just how our societies can be better and how can we have better lives. But you don't have to just listen to me and believe me. I'm going to play now a video made by our social sciences expert at University of Essex.
COVID-19, Black Lives Matter, the climate crisis, the migrant crisis, facial recognition, poverty, terrorism, conflict, political and economic nationalism. Just some of the challenges our world is facing right now. Social science is central to addressing these challenges. But what is it, and how does it help? Social science is quite simply the science of society, the study of the way people behave and interact,
and the influence that has on the world.
As social scientists, we hold a mirror up to society
and hold decision makers to account.
We analyze the beliefs, the systems, and the institutions on which society is built.
We challenge the accepted way of doing things and provide ideas for change,
for progression. How can we stop a conflict turning into a war?
How do we define and uphold the rights of sex workers?
What determines how people vote in an election?
What trends lead to mass unemployment?
And what drives domestic violence?
Without the social sciences, we would not be able to empower ourselves to actually use all the different resources we have.
Without social science, we would have a very poor understanding of some of the most pressing issues of our day.
We all live in one big society, but there's many different groups amongst us, and social science can help us understand those group dynamics.
We can see where there are governments that don't follow the advice of social science, they're directionless, and they face numerous problems that are unresolvable because they refuse to listen to science.
So the social sciences are the answer to helping societies develop and become as wonderful as they can be.
Okay, so this was a video made by our lecturers at the University of Essex that really, again, highlighted all the different benefits that social sciences and studying social sciences bring to our society and to each and every one of us. Oh. So why study social sciences? There is a wide variety of careers available to those who choose to study social sciences to go into. And there is the sort of the key areas of employment include local and central government policy development and research. So anyone, whether it is at the very local level, whether it is your regional government, or whether it is central government, social sciences and the knowledge of social sciences really enables those who pick those jobs to develop a better policy and to really improve the lives of people around us. Health and social and education support services, including social work, youth work, probation, careers advice, guidance, mentoring, all those areas of employment really benefit from students who have studied social sciences at university. Finance and commerce, again, identifying the different issues, how to, in today's world especially, how to boost the economy of the countries following the pandemic. All of that are things that are really important. Voluntary and charitable organizations as well, they are extremely useful to help the societies, and the social sciences knowledge really helps them to develop that, as well as media and journalism and public relations as well. So I am going to now talk more broadly and more in detail about social sciences at the University of Essex, and I will cover the following topics. So I will talk a bit more about the Faculty of Social Sciences here at the University of Essex. I will talk about our research centres as well, our Key Step Centre, and why study social sciences at Essex as well. Why study social sciences at Essex as well. So our Faculty of Social Sciences is built upon a thriving academic community and has over 650 different academics housed across 8 different departments. So the first department is our Essex Business School, which delivers a variety of different focuses on a variety of different areas like accounting, like business management, both home to UK and international, finance and banking, marketing. So they will be asking questions like, how does financial theory help to corporate decision making? How do banks manage risk across global markets? How does globalization impact companies of different types and the different sizes? So a number of different interesting topics. We then have Department of Economics that will focus on questions like, for example, as I mentioned previously, what will a post-COVID-19 world look like? Can we predict when the economy will actually recover? And how can we help that recovery? How we can adapt, to overcome the challenges posed by the pandemic uncertainty. Economics isn't just optional to study right now, it's vital for our future and well-being in the post-COVID world. And our Department of Economics deliver courses across different areas: business economics, financial economics, international economics, management economics. So a wide variety of different options there for you. The next department in our Faculty of Social Sciences is the Department of Government, famous for its politics and international relations courses, and they would be focusing on questions like, why should we obey the law? Why don't democratic countries go to war with each other? Why analysing why young people are not voting? Why do they not want to vote? Why do oil-rich countries have worse human rights records, for example? These are the sort of kinds of questions addressed in our politics and international relations courses. The next department within our social sciences faculty is Department of Language and Linguistics, which covers modern languages, translation and interpreting, and linguistics, where they would be asking questions about how does age, social background and regional origins affect the way we speak, for example, or how do languages change over the course of time, and why does that happen? How do children learn to talk, and how can we help that process, especially for those children who are having problems with their speech. So why do some languages appear so different from others? So these are just some examples of the questions that the social scientists within the Department of Language and Linguistics might be looking at. Our next department is the Department of Psychosocial and Psychoanalytical Studies, that offer a variety of different courses. And again, some things that they might be focusing on is some questions that they might be focusing on is how do we become who we are? How have we developed our personality? Is emotion a strong a driver as reason? They look into whether all behavior has meaning, even when it appears to be irrational. What causes, what really leads our behavior and the way we act. So again, a range of very interesting topics to focus on and to answer. Our next department is the Department of Sociology. They deliver courses related to sociology and criminology, and they would be asking and looking into what holds societies together. They would be interested to see whether people pull together when in crisis because they have to, or because they want to. And, they will be looking at what motivates so many people to migrate from their own societies to others. I think we travel more now than we have ever done in the past, and migrate to change our location or and our country. So just looking at the different motives that those people are following, and looking at criminology really within the Department of Sociology focuses on how do we understand crime, and what can we do to prevent it, and why should crime be punished, and to show how perhaps we should be going about it. So again, a variety of different questions that they will be looking for answers for. And that's our academic department, but we also have within our Faculty of Social Sciences at Essex, we also have Institute for Social and Economic Research, which specialises in the production and analysis of the longitudinal data, so evidence which tracks changes in the lives of the same individuals over a very long time, which gives us a better understanding how our views and preferences are formed and change over time. And they also look at examining the integration of people with diverse backgrounds, abilities and preferences across the society, which again really helps us to develop our policies as well. Within our faculty, we also have the UK Data Archive, which is home to the UK's largest collection of social, economic and population data for over 50 years. It was established in 1967, and it has since become a vital part of the social science ecosystem, where we are creators of the largest collection of digital data in social sciences and humanities in the UK. Our institution also have a variety of different institutes and centres where people can meet and can share different ideas, can work together. So just on the screen you can see a variety of different research centres. There is many more. I just wanted to give you some examples of what there is. So Centre for Accountability and Global Development, for Environment and Society, for Conflict and Cooperation, for example, or Research in Language Development throughout the lifespan. They are a great place to really help our world-leading academics to share their expertise, to break through the disciplinary boundaries, and to provoke new debates. And they're doing really wonderful job to engage with a wide range of external partners at a national and international level, as well, with different national governments, European Union, United Nations, and so on. There is really a number of other centres as well, and all of those can be found on our website if you're interested. We also have at Essex a Q-Step Centre, which is a programme developed specifically to help social science graduates gain the quantitative skills to evaluate evidence and to really improve their data analysis skills and design and commission research, all of which are really essential skills to employers across all the different sectors, regardless of where you would like to work after you graduate, after you finish university. Those skills will be really invaluable. The University of Essex is one of the only 17 universities across the UK that have been invited to take part in the prestigious Q-Step programme, which really emphasise the practical rather than theoretical aspects. So students who take part in that programme can really put their knowledge and theory into practice using the latest data sets and software. And Q-Step Centre is there for students within the Departments of Government, History, Sociology and Essex Business School, where they can students can graduate with enhanced quantitative skills simply by enrolling on the specific Q-Step modules available. And what's really great about this as well is that whilst taking part in Q-Step, you can also get a chance to undertake paid work placement for up to 8 weeks and receive a bursary equivalent of £300 per week. So it's a really great opportunity for our students to improve their skills in that area and to become social scientists, and at the same time to earn some additional money while they are here at Essex. So why study social sciences at Essex? If everything what I have told you about our faculty and about the different opportunities that we have, I just wanted to really cover a few things to basically encourage you to study social sciences at Essex. We are world leading in social sciences. We hold the Queen's Anniversary Prize for world leading social science research, and our political science research has been ranked top in the UK since the record has begun in 1986, and really our Department of Government is continuously growing and is continuously further improving the variety of different research activities they do. We also have at Essex, which is very important to mention, is the Essex Lab, which is our social science research laboratory that is open to both to staff and students, where you can conduct and participate in a variety of different research activities. And for all those activities, you will actually be paid. There is always something, some research going on, and you can participate and be paid to take part in that research if you were interested in that. Additionally, the University of Essex has been shown to be in the global top 50 for politics and international studies and sociology as well. And we are top for research in politics and top 5 in the UK for social sciences in the most recent research excellence framework as well. And some, just to mention, so notable impact case studies from the Faculty of Social Sciences would include things like looking into whether we can do more to support birth mothers after their child is taken into care, exploring Gibraltar's identity in the 21st century, looking at why were the Victorians better at rehabilitating child offenders, and just exploring the changing face of the UK, of the life in the UK as well. So very briefly, just to give you some idea what it is like to study at Essex, and why you should choose social sciences and why you should choose them at Essex. Essex is a home to is a really global community where research is conducted on the international level. We are home to people who really want to make a difference and change the convention. And that's really what social scientists do on a daily basis. They do everything to make a difference to their societies, to their countries, and to the local areas as well. We have at Essex over 15,000 students from 140 different countries, and we call our university the world in one place, because you do have a variety of different nationalities, variety of different cultures, and you learn from one another, which is so important when trying to understand society. It is important that you look at the different aspects, you look at the different cultures, you look at the different systems and compare them and learn from each other, which because of our global community is very easy to do. At Essex, we have flexible courses for students to get involved inside and outside of classroom. And, you know, if you're interested in social sciences, there is a variety of opportunities for interdisciplinary study where you can really break those boundaries and study across different departments, so you can, for example, study business with economics. You know, you're not constrained to one department, to one discipline, which then really improves your employability skills and gives you that interdisciplinary approach to things. And our campuses, University of Essex is located in the southeast of England on 3 different campuses. Campus in Colchester, we have a campus in Southend-on-Sea and in Loughton, all very vibrant campuses. We're very close to London, within an hour. So again, a great location for social scientists, because they can not only explore local community within our area where Colchester is located, but we're also very close to the city, which means that, again, if you wanted to do some research into that, it allows you to very easily to reach the City of London, and that improves your opportunities. So just very quickly to cover entry requirements. Requirements vary between the different courses. So if you're interested in a specific course, you can find the information about the specific requirements on our website on the page specific to that course. But this is just the majority of our undergraduate degree courses will consider 70% overall average, and it is 2.5 from bachelor degree for masters as well. And as well, to study in the UK, the English language qualifications that we accept include IELTS, TOEFL, IB, and a variety of other ones. Again, if you are not sure whether you have the entry language qualifications, or whether the one that you have are accepted at the University of Essex, you can get in touch with me, and I can advise you accordingly. So this is the end of my presentation. I will be looking at the questions in a second, but yeah, if you do have any questions, I know how it is. If you have any questions after this session, and you're more than welcome to email me at europe@essex.ac.uk, and then again, I'll be really happy to help you whether it is questions related to studying in any of our departments, whether it is related to your entry requirements, language requirements, anything like that, please do let me know. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm just going to now quickly look at this screen and look at the different, whether we have any questions. I'm just going to go from the back. So we have a question about what is the IB score for Department of Economics. So again, as I said, it might be that some courses have specific requirements, but generally when it comes to IB, the score that we accept for majority of our courses is 30 points for IB. But if you are interested in a specific course, you can either contact me on europe@essex.ac.uk, or you can find that information on our university website for that specific course. So I hope that that answers your question. do the scholarships for masters include being teaching assistant? So it depends what masters, sorry, that's another question that was asked. It depends on which masters, which postgraduate you are looking to do. If it's taught postgraduate, then that wouldn't normally be the case. However, if you're interested in doing a PhD, that's not a requirement, but a lot of our students chooses to become lecture associate, which means that they do deliver teaching to other students, but that's not a requirement of the course. It's normally a preference. Another question that I have, do I need to apply for the program and scholarships at the same time? What are the requirements for getting scholarships for the Turkish students? The answer is that it depends when you apply. If you are applying for your programs now, then normally majority of our scholarship deadlines are not until later this year, so you don't have to apply at the same time. However, if you do leave the application until later, it might be sensible to apply for them both at the same time. So the scholarship, so the programs, I would say as soon as you decide which programs you would like to study and where you would like to study, I think the next step is making the application, because the earlier you do, then the earlier you will start receiving the communications, and you can make sure that you're able to apply for the scholarships. And you don't miss any deadlines. So for the master, so for Turkish students, we have two scholarships. There is the regional scholarship for undergraduate students, which you have to apply for, and there is the Master Excellence Scholarship as well. I hope that answers your question. What are the requirements for getting is it possible for a person who has an associate degree in business to do a top-up study? That's a question. In business, we don't have any CPD courses where you could just do some modules, not at the moment anyway. Unfortunately, which I think that is what you were interested in. We do deliver courses, full-time and part-time courses, but there is a variety of part-time courses that you could do to, again, top up your study and improve your employability. But there is no option to just taking a modular study, just one module at a time. Does the criminology master program accept the application of a bachelor's degree in academics? I'm checking that now for you. MA criminology. Yes. So the question was whether we would accept a degree, undergraduate degree in economics when applying for a master degree in criminology. And yes, the entry requirements for that course are a 2-2 degree or international equivalent in the social science or humanities subject. So yeah, your degree would qualify, and yeah, we would accept the application. The next question is. The next question is related to the language, English language requirement. So I'll just read it out. I have graduated from a university which taught 100% English. Can I apply with my bachelor's degree, or do I have to submit an English proficiency score to apply for the master's? So generally speaking, if you have graduated from the university and your course was taught in 100% in English, then we would not require an English proficiency score or qualification if your bachelor's degree certificate and qualification was delivered in English. Another question refers to, do you have your career services and any partner companies for internships opportunities for foreign students? That's a great question. Yes and yes. So I should have mentioned that a lot of our courses, majority of our courses at the undergraduate level and some of our courses at postgraduate level offer you an opportunity of doing a placement year. What that means is that you would be studying 2 years at university, then you would have your placement year in your 3rd year and come back to university for your 4th year. And in that 3rd year, you would be placed in a partner company where you would gain valuable experience in the field related to your degree. And our career services team is really there to help you throughout that journey. They will be able to advise you and help you to find your placement, but also prepare you for that exciting opportunity as well. They're there to support from the moment you join University of Essex. They are there. The career services team is there to really help you with your employability and improving your qualifications. They can help you find the job, so they will advise you where to look, even if you didn't want to do a placement year because that's too much of a commitment for some people, but you wanted to gain some experience in the world of work. You can do that through part-time work. As international student, you can work up to 20 hours per week. So they can help you they will advise you where to look for work, how to write your CV, in case that's different to how it would look like in your country. Then they would help you to prepare for your interview. There's a variety of different workshops and support available when it comes to employability and career services. And they are there every step of the way. When you will be reaching your graduation day, they're there to really help you to find your dream job at the end of your degree as well. Can you inform us about living conditions? Yes, we have a variety of different accommodation available to students, university accommodation. Majority of it is located within our campus, so we are a campus university. What that means is that our university buildings and accommodation are very close together. Even those slightly further away and outside of our campus are never further than about 10 minutes walk away, which makes it all very easy. And when it comes to living conditions, it very much depends. We have a variety of different options available depending on your budget or on your preference. So there is individual accommodation available, but there is also sharing accommodation where you would be sharing with a number of different people. Again, depends on which accommodation you will choose. It might vary between 4 to 12 people that you'd be sharing with. But all the accommodation is located very close to campus, so you wouldn't have you wouldn't be ever far away from campus and from your lecture buildings as well. So I hope that answers your question. I can see that there are some new questions as well. What a job. What are the job possibilities after the graduation of Department of Economics? I suppose it depends where you would like to find work. I should mention here that when studying in UK, if you graduate from an UK university, you will be entitled for a graduate visa, which allows you to stay in UK for 2 years. UK, it might be different to other countries, because in UK you very much can study any degree and get a job in a completely different discipline to what you studied if you wanted. So it's a great option for students who, it sometimes happens that students pick a discipline to study, but then they decide to actually go in a different direction and work in a different field. And in the UK, that's very much the case for a lot of students. Students often decide to change fields, and so an undergraduate degree from the Department of Economics really would open a variety of different options for you. But some jobs, examples, working in being an economist, working in media that focuses on that field, on economy, for example, working with as a market researcher as well. Social researcher, so really a wide variety of different careers that you can follow, but really having an undergraduate degree in the UK opens doors to a variety of different careers within your field as well as outside of your field. But those are sort of the main, some examples of what you could do as a career after you graduate from the Department of Economics. So I've got another question. I'm studying linguistics and in my second semester. Can I continue my studies in your university? So as far as I'm aware, there is no option for you to to go into a second year of linguistics at Essex, but you could contact the department itself and see whether that would be an option. What are their tuition costs? So it varies. Our tuition costs vary between the different departments, depending on which department you're studying in. For undergraduate, the Department of Language and Linguistics, which you're interested in, you are looking at £17,700 per year. Majority of our undergraduate courses range between 17,700 and 18,600, unless you choose to study life sciences and psychology, which is 20,050, or computer science and electronic engineering, which is also available at Essex, is 20,650, just to cover the tuition costs question. I'm trying to see. There were some further questions about scholarships. So I am just going to quickly cover that. So we have the non-European Union regional scholarship, which you can apply for, which is is worth £5,000 for your first year. But it is restricted to students who are paying overseas fees and are entirely self-funded, just to mention that. To be eligible for it, the applicants must actively make Essex their firm choice by the 15th of July 2022, just to bear that in mind. But that's available for undergraduate students. For postgraduate students, we have the Academic Excellence International Masters Scholarship, which for Turkey it is you have to have 75% in your qualifications, and that's £4,000 as well. And the deadline for that scholarship is again is available to students paying overseas fees and entirely self-funded. And the scholarship deadline is also mid of July. Okay, so I hope that covers the scholarship questions. I'm just looking through whether there is anything in the chat as well. I'm just checking whether I've answered all the questions. But as I'm doing that, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for taking time to listen to me again today. It has been a real pleasure to talk to you about social sciences and social sciences at Essex, as well as studying in UK. Can you give information about the law fees? So when it comes to law, when it comes to undergraduate, you are looking at 18,600. For postgraduate taught fees, it is 19,740. That's in relation to the question about the law fees. I believe that's all of the questions, at least from the ones that I can see.
Yes, thank you very much for your answers, Paulina. Also, could you please share an email address on the chat box so that the participants can directly contact if they have any other questions?
Yes, please feel free to drop me an email. My email address is in the chat now, so europe@essex.ac.uk. If you have any questions, please get in touch. And otherwise, thank you very much for listening and learning more about social sciences and for your interest in social sciences. It has been a pleasure.
Yes,
thank you very
much for your presentation, Paulina. It was a great session and you covered all of the questions. Thank you for your answers too. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. University of Essex ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adresinden Paulina'ya ulaşabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, Paulina. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.